Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own shirt pattern for your dog. Now the pattern I'm going to be making today is for a 15-pound Shih Tzu. Alright, so this pattern should fit a dog that's about 15 pounds, maybe a little more, maybe up to 20 pounds. Okay, so what we're going to do is look in the description of this video. I will have the link for the pattern there. It's a PDF file. Print it out. It's 6 pages. 4 pages is for the back and 2 pages is for the belly. You'll print those out, tape them together, and then cut out your pattern pieces. There should be 2 pieces total, okay? Alright, so now that we have our pattern pieces taped together and cut out, now we're going to get our fabric out. We need to make sure our fabric is a knit fabric. It needs to stretch, okay? So we're going to lay our fabric out as a single piece. It doesn't need to be doubled because we only need one of each piece cut, okay? Alright, so to cut out my pattern, I'm just using a ruler to hold the pattern piece down against the fabric and keep it from shifting. And I'm using my ruler to do that. And then I'm using my rotary cutter to cut along the edge of that pattern piece. Just take your time and go slow and cut out your pattern pieces, okay? Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our top piece and then the underbelly piece. We're going to sew them together, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to match up our sides right here. See this? I'm going to match up our sides. Edge to edge, right sides together. Okay, so we'll serge this. Then once we get that side serged, we're going to match up this side and serge it. Okay. Okay, once we serge this side and this side, then we will match up the top up here at the shoulders, the collar, whatever you want to call it, the neck, and then we will serge those 2 sections. But first, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to serge the 2 long sides first, okay? So let's go to the serger. Okay, so there's one side serged together. So now let's do this side. right, so now we have both sides serged. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So now we're just going to match up these shoulder seams right there. Let's put those together. Okay, and let's serge these. Okay, let's match up the other shoulder. Okay. All right. Let's go back over here. Let's look at it. Okay. So there it is. You can turn it inside out. Okay. So we have our shoulder seams. Here's the part that goes under the belly. And then the longer part goes across the back. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut some strips of fabric and knit. And we're going to put like bias tape all around these areas. Now you don't have to, because knit doesn't really fray, but it just keeps it from getting stretched out and like wonky. But you don't have to do that part, because knit, it doesn't fray. So it's going to be fine. I'm just doing it because I want it to look better, and I think it'll last a little longer too. And it's probably going to look real cute on my dog. All right, so let me get out some old t-shirts and find a color that I like to go with this fabric, and we'll cut it in strips, and then I'll show you how I sew it on. Okay, so I have an old t-shirt, and all I'm going to do is cut some strips from this t-shirt to use. Got a couple strips because I'm not sure exactly how many I'm going to need to go around the whole thing. Okay, so I cut these strips at 2 inches. I think this bright color will probably look really cute with her little shirt jacket I made her. Okay, so now that I have my strips cut for my binding, I'm going to start right here at the center. Okay. Now I'm not going to stretch the outfit. I'm just going to slightly stretch the binding as I clip it all the way around the neck, so that it'll be nice and tight, and it won't be loose and wonky looking. Okay, so starting right here in the center of the neck, because I want this seam to end somewhere in the back or under the neck, because you won't see it. Okay, so I'm just going to slightly stretch it. I'm not stretching this, I'm only stretching this. I'm going to stretch it, and I'm going to put a clip in. Okay. Let's go this way. Just take your time. So you'll see this will look like you have like this extra material here, right? See how that looks? But it's going to look like this when you serge it. You're going to stretch it flat and serge it, and then after it's serged, it'll all be gathered up in there, okay? So remember, don't stretch the outfit, only the binding, and just stretch it a little bit, not a lot. We're just going to slightly stretch it and then clip it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this. We'll give ourselves enough to sew our two ends together. Okay. All right. So let me go to the sewing machine and sew this together. Okay. And then we'll finish clipping it. Okay, so I have it clipped all the way around the neck. So now I'm going to go to the serger and I'm going to serge it all the way around, and then we'll flip it up and you'll get to see how good it looks, okay? So let's go to the serger. Make sure all the raw edges are together like that, okay? Line them all up. Okay, so remember, we're going to stretch it as we go. Okay, lining up the raw edges. Take your time. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. So now we have our neck collar done. So then we're going to do the armholes for the front legs, and then we will do this all the way around the bottom. Okay. All right, guys, so as you can see, it's so easy to make your own dog shirts. You can use any beautiful knits you want. I mean, there are lots of wonderful knits out there that are very inexpensive. I'm going to be making Lucky a bunch of new shirts for the fall and for Christmas. Okay? Well, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel. Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel.